Orange County Registered Digital.
Hello and welcome to the OCVarsity Gridiron Show, Week 3. I'm your host, Jonathan Khamis, being joined by Steve Fryer and Dan Albano. How was the surf here earlier today, Steve?
Have not a chance to get in, but the weather way it is, time to go.
It is hot, and I don't have to say that 3 times. Guys, Week 2 in the books. Let's start off with our stars of the past week. I'll go ahead and start with Corona Del Mar's Peter Bush. It was quite a week for running backs, actually. We had 3 guys run for over 200 yards this week, but I'm going with Bush because his teammate Cole Martin went down. He's having an MRI today, and Peter Bush took it upon himself running for 3 scores. Steve, who you got?
TJ Williams of Kennedy. Boy, this guy's been a workhorse. 93 carries already this season for Williams. Ran for 250 some odd yards, 4 touchdowns, bunch of carries again for Kennedy. He's number 2 in rushing behind Jordan Bacco of Capistrano Valley. Jordan Bacco also a very good football player, baseball player as well. So those are the 2 leading rushers in the county. But TJ, man, that guy's been a workhorse for the Fighting Irish.
Dan, I know you got a defensive guy for me.
Yeah, you know, I'll give one offensive guy a shout out too. Was Sam Darnold had another big week for San Clemente in a big victory over Dana Hills. But a defensive player I liked was Matt Locker, linebacker Los Alamitos, combined for 25 total tackles in a Griffin 17-16 victory against East Lake of Chula Vista.
And one of the games of the week, gentlemen, is the Battle of the Bay. Corona Del Mar winning 29 games in a row. That is a California state record. That's the longest streak in California right now, right? Active streak. Steve, Corona Del Mar faces Newport Harbor. Newport coming off a loss.
Well, it's pretty interesting how this has turned about in recent years. Newport Harbor owned Corona Del Mar for so gosh darn long. Now the thing is tilted around. Corona Del Mar will be the favorite in this game. They beat Newport Harbor last year. You know, logic says that Corona Del Mar again is going to come out on top. That defense, I love that defense. I think that defensively, at least, Corona Del Mar is better than they were last year when they went 16-0.
Wow, and you saw what they did against El Toro, Dan. Can Peter Bush do that again? Score 3 touchdowns, and it might be tough with Cole Martin possibly sidelined.
Yeah, we certainly hope for the best for Cole. He's supposed to get an MRI today, so we'll see if he's back. But that puts it's a new dimension. A little bit more pressure on Peter Bush. I mean, I think the back secondary is one of the weaker spots. I think for Newport's defense, so that could be an interesting matchup. Newport lost last week, 49-35 to Palos Verdes on the road. But one running back, for Newport, watch out for Chance Simansma.
There we go.
If I'm saying it right. Yeah. But he ran for over 100 yards last week. He could challenge the Corona Del Mar defense, which didn't get to face a big-time running back at El Toro. Last week, I should say, Marcus DeSantis was injured.
Finally, guys, I know it's early, but there have been so many good performances this year. The way this year is shaping up with the Trinity League being how it is and other guys on your top 150, will this be the hardest year to decide who will be our offensive and defensive players of the year?
Boy, talking about Sam Darnold, I was thinking about that, Danny, because I was thinking, so many good quarterbacks in county football this year. Who's the best guy so far? I don't think there's a clear leader for the first team, all Orange County quarterback. Defensive player of the year, I don't know. It could be one of, 5 guys from Corona Del Mar already. There's some good people out there, good teams, good players. It's been a lot of fun already.
That will be the hardest position to make all county. I'll say it across the board. I don't know about baseball, but I'll say that's the hardest position to make all county first team this year in Orange County is going to be quarterback. I mean, there might, Fryer or Kenny Connolly can say something about the pitching depth in softball and baseball. But, I mean, that is going to be such a hard position. There's a lot of great candidates, and it's really early, so we got plenty of time for that.
Yeah, I don't envy you guys. You guys have to come up with a list. Oh, wait, I have to do that too. Our thanks to Steve Fryer, our thanks to Dan Albano, and check out the OCVarsity Gridiron Extra, where we will preview these guys, the Edison Chargers, taking on Servite. I'm Jonathan Khamis, and thanks for watching.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.